welcome to Ranger football, basketball. We're off to a great start, Dallas. Dallas and I are commentating, so I am Morgan.
And I'm Dallas.
And we are commentating basketball for Valiant Cross and Southern Prep JV. All right, it looks like there was a foul on number 11 for Valiant Cross.
Number 10, Caleb Cole, finds August Rather, but it's taken away from him.
John Cosby for Valiant Cross, number 5, had the ball, passed it to 0.
Well, Morgan, I think something illegal happened, and the Rangers get the ball back.
That's right. It was a foul on 11. I believe that was his second foul. He better be careful starting out early with those fouls. Back court there, and it's going to be blue ball.
Looks like they were trying to throw it into August Rather, but he was guarding, and he was doing a great job of that, and he didn't realize the ball was coming over. And that is going to be a backcourt violation for Valiant Cross, and Rangers have the ball again.
All right, Rangers taking the ball down the court. We've got a couple new students on our roster this semester. We've got number 13 for the Rangers, who is Landon Rogers, and then we have number 11, blue number 10 with the foul. And like I was saying, our new students, number 11 is Austin Piedman Brunmett. And we're happy to have them join the Ranger family along with our other new students that joined us this semester.
And number 10 actually fouled number 11 for the Rangers. It was a push, and so we got the ball back. And number 11 for Valiant Cross.
And we had a travel there for Valiant Cross. We had a little slide.
Number 11 took it down the court and passed it over. It looked like to number 5, but then there was some slippery action, and they lost their footing.
That's right. A little slipping and sliding.
That was number 11 for Valiant Cross went up and missed the score. It was a great trap by number 13 and number 11 up at the top before he passed it down to try and make a point. And ultimately that trap helped him probably miss. But it is still 0-0 in the first period and 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to go.
This period's moving pretty fast.
That's a great rebound by number 3, Jalen Little.
And that is number 11 for Valiant Cross. I believe that is his third foul. And 23 is going in for him to avoid that foul trouble there.
Number 3, Jalen Little makes a long pass to 13, Landon Rogers, who then passed it back to Little, and Little made an overhead pass back to Brummet, and it was intercepted by Valiant Cross. And so
And
now they have the ball again at the top of the three-point line.
There was a little struggle there, passing between.
A great block by number 13, Landon Rogers.
However, it was a foul.
But if he could have avoided that foul, that was a great block. He was kind of standing behind him and just reached over.
Yeah.
And
He's got that length.
if he would have jumped a little higher, I don't think he would have touched him.
I think you're right, Dallas. Number 0 is shooting 2. First one, no good. Second basket is good. Valiant Cross, 1 point.
Now it's 1-0 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock in the first period.
Oh, and we've got a travel.
It looked like Landon Rogers was going to get another one of those fouls, but they
worried.
actually called it as a travel on Valiant Cross, and so the
getting
Rangers
nervous,
get the
Dallas.
ball. He does. Landon is a very tall kid, and so he has that height.
Working
on
it to
him.
his advantage.
That was an attempted block by Valiant Cross, and he knocked it right into the hands of Caleb Cole, but after a rebound, Valiant Cross gets it back.
And that was 31 for Valiant Cross with the basket.
Landon Rogers takes it with the three and sinks it.
Let's keep that energy up.
So with that three, it's now tied 3-3. Valiant Cross tried to come back with a three, and it didn't go in, so Rangers get the ball back.
Oh, and we had a travel there on Caleb Cole, and our sub is going in, number 1 for Southern Prep.
Looks like number 1, Kendarian Robinson, is going in to replace number 10, Caleb Cole. Peden Brummett's going up with the three.
Little
It's just short. It looked like for a minute there the Rangers were trying to do a bit of man-on-man defense, but they just let that one guy run all the way to the goal and no one stopped him. And so
That was number 10 with the basket, Deandra Williams.
Landon Rogers goes up with a shot.
And there's a foul, but he gets 2 shots. Foul was on number 31. That looks like it's Daniel Moore. Rogers is going to shoot 2.
And the first shot was good.
Can he do it again?
And the second one is good. So far, number 13, Landon Rogers, has scored all the points for the Rangers. A long pass down to number 5. He goes up for a three.
And that's good.
It was good.
Looks
so.
like there's some deliberation with the refs here if it was 2 or 3 points. I think they agreed that it was 3.
They're going to call out of bounds on Valiant Cross, so the Rangers will get the ball. The pass was intended for August Rather, and Valiant Cross got it out of his hands, but then ran right out of bounds trying to run back down the court.
Valiant Cross with the foul, number 0.
Foul was on number 0. Number 13, Landon Rogers, goes up with another shot. Once again, 2 points good, 7-7. That's the end of the first period. You know, Morgan, I see them wiping the floor. It's a very wet day here. It's kind of rained all day, and so the floor is a little wet with all the traffic coming in and out. I think we need some of those people, you know, that you see at the college games that sit there with the little squeegees.
I was going to say, right now we've got not squeegees, but we've got three gentlemen out there with some brooms.
Some mop brooms, but
mopping up the brooms. There. Making sure that court is nice and dry for them to play. Hopefully a little less slipping and sliding.
Yeah, you can tell a lot of the first period, a lot of the players on the court were just slipping and sliding, but it's kind of hard to avoid with how wet it is out there.
Yes. Although when I was coming down, I think the sun was peeking out, so that's a little promising.
I did see the sun, but then I got out of my car and I was walking in the gym and thought I stepped in a watering hole because the water about came up to my ankles. I was like, whoa, not expecting that. So
I'm glad you made it safe and you did not drown coming into the gym.
It was questionable there for a minute. So at the start of the second period, number 10 for Valiant Cross went up for a 3, and it did not make it, but it looks like there might have been a foul.
And that was number 13, Landon Rogers, with a foul.
And so Valiant Cross will get the ball back.
And that is his second foul.
Valiant Cross had their own rebound from a missed shot, but then number 3, Jalen Little, was right there and was able to get the ball. And so that was it a foul on Valiant Cross?
It was on number 0.
Number 3, Jalen Little, was at the free throw line. He misses free throws. A long pass by Valiant Cross. They missed the shot, but they got the ball back. I think because the Rangers had the last touch when it went out of bounds. And so
I think you're right, Dallas. And that was number 23 with Valiant Cross with the point there. Did a little backward pass and made it.
Landon Rogers went up for the 3, and he didn't miss it, but he accounts for all 7 points that the Rangers have tonight, so I feel like he gets a little bye.
That's right.
I think that was number 23 again for Valiant Cross, who scored 2 more points, so it is 12-7 Valiant Cross with 5 minutes and 3 seconds.
30-second timeout here.
Seems like every time they wipe up what appears to be a wet spot, another one just appears.
It's probably all this sweat. I can see these boys are already working hard right from the beginning. Tell you what, I would not be able to go out there and do this.
Absolutely not.
So more power to these young men. They're doing great. All of them.
the timeout is over, but we're in a little break for some more floor drying. That leads me back to my point, Morgan. We need the little – I think we have some fine cadets here that could be perfect floor squeegeers.
I think you're right,
We could just post them on every side, and every time there's a break in the game, they could just run out there and squeegee the floor real quick.
Like a little shuffleboard action.
Yeah, curling. I feel like that's
yes.
the kind of
– a sport within a sport.
Number 11, Peden Brummett, attempted a three, a little bit short.
It looked like 10 for Valiant Cross, went up for a three, but no luck.
And number 5 for Valiant Cross went up for a three, but he was a little short.
All right, that is 11.
Looks like
which is Piedmont Brummett with the foul. So number 23 is going to be shooting 2 for Valiant Cross.
first one is good.
Here he goes for a second.
And the second one is good. So that brings us 14-7 with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left before halftime. Peden Brummett's going to attempt another three. Goes off to the side, but Landon Rogers is right there to get the rebound. He goes up again before Valiant Cross gets the rebound from that missed shot. That'd be an out of bounds with Valiant Cross with the last touch, so Rangers get the ball.
Valiant Cross with the turnover, take it up, no good, but it looks like there might have been a foul there. And that is number 3 for Southern Prep, Jalen Little with the foul.
First free throw is no good. Number 10, Caleb Cole, is going in to get number 1, KD Robinson. And the second shot is no good. Several there trying to get the rebound, but it's ultimately recovered by the Rangers before they get called by a travel. I think the rebound was caught by number 3, Jalen Little, and he passed it out to, I think it was Caleb Cole.
I think you're right, Dallas.
I mean, he was probably just stepped off a hair before he put that ball down, and they called that.
A little too premature there. Valiant Cross with a basket.
Well, the Rangers had gotten the ball, and they were trying to pass it out, and then it was turned over by Valiant Cross. And then after several shot attempts and rebounds by Valiant Cross, they ultimately got the ball back and scored the points. A long pass down the court to number 10. He
Lots
goes
of
up for
long
a three.
tonight.
Yeah, I've noticed that. They have
Lots
really
of three-point attempts and long passes.
And half of the points that the Rangers have given up over the past 2 or 3 minutes is failing to get the rebounds under the goal at Valiant Cross. And they've been recovering nicely, but that was a nice three by Landon Rogers.
Talking about recovering, Landon Rogers with the three.
these Valiant Cross kids are just really shooting it from the three-point line, and they're also doing a great job of staying under their goal to get their own rebounds.
Yes. There's a little slide there, but unfortunately it was a travel. And we've got some subs going in, so we've got number 21 for
William
Southern Prep
Lynn.
and number 1.
Kind of looks on that last shot that August Rather was expecting a foul because he went up and then they knocked it back in and the Rangers got the ball, but he came up like holding his hands like, where's the foul? Now August is another cadet who's very tall. He has great length, and he was old. I mean, I think if he jumped high enough, he could dunk it.
I think you're right, Dallas.
Another 3 attempt by Valiant Cross, and another rebound under their own goal for 2 points.
And that was number 23 for Valiant Cross. He's been shooting a lot tonight.
I mean, I'll probably keep saying it until it doesn't happen. Valiant Cross is doing a great job of staying under their goal and getting their own rebounds. But that was a great block by number 10, Caleb Cole, as they were taking it down the court. Another 3 attempt. And Landon Rogers gets the rebound to take it down the court for the Rangers.
And I liked he got the ball and he looked before he went anywhere. Seeing who's the best.
There you go. That was number 1, Kendarian Robinson passed it off to number 10, Caleb Cole, who was able to get 2 points. So it is now 20-12 with about a minute left to go in the second period.
And there's a foul there on KD.
An easy 2 points by Valiant Cross. Landon Rogers goes up for the 3. It's just a little short, but he gets the rebound and gets him 2 points added to the total. That was kind of impressive play. I would almost call that an assist. One of the Rangers had rebounded the ball and then slipped a little, but passed it off to Landon, and he was able to recover and give the Rangers 2 more points.
And I believe he just got a foul.
They're going to call that foul on Landon. Another something we saw earlier, kind of reached over the top, barely touched him.
He's got to watch those arms,
He's taller than a lot of the opposing players out there, and he just kind of does a little reach over and, I mean, probably just skims the top of their head.
So 23 with the first shot, no good. He's going to try again. Jalen Little went in for Landon Rogers, give him a little break.
And that second free throw by number 23 was good. Passes it out to Lynn. Lynn passes it over to Caleb Cole, who goes up for the shot, and it just falls off the rim.
Ball went out of bounds there. It's Southern Prep ball with 1 second left.
They attempted to do one of those long pass. I think number 21 for the Rangers was down there in that corner, and they were going to try and pass it very long down to him. He was all the way at the opposite end of the court, which ultimately was unsuccessful, and so Valiant Cross has the ball back and attempted for a buzzer beater, but it was short as well.
And that is
Halftime. Cross 23 and Southern Prep 14.
and we will see you guys in just a couple minutes. And we're back. Pretty quick halftime there. For those that are just joining us, it is Dallas and myself, Morgan, on the mics tonight. And we just started our third period
of the JV game between Valiant Cross and Southern Prep.
And the score right now, Valiant Cross 23, Southern Prep 14. We had a travel there on White.
I see a lot of the players making the remark when they call it travel. We've talked about how there's so much slipping and sliding going on there, looking like I was slipping. And I feel like that's probably really hard for the refs to determine. Like the floor might be a little slippery, but how do you distinguish the fine line between a travel and a slipping because the floor's wet?
That's right. And that was Valiant Cross with the basket.
Oh, and it looks like Valiant Cross is going to get the ball back. Number 3, Jalen Little, was down there to take the ball in, and they said he stepped over the line, but I think he wasn't thinking the ball was in play yet.
I think you're right, Dallas. It looked like he was over. A little confused about the game being in play.
Oh.
That was quite a fall for Zero, but he is walking off the court, laughing a little bit, so that's good. Has a sense of humor. Seems to be doing all right.
I think everybody is trying to find a little amusement in the slippery floor situation.
I know, and the people at home, you guys didn't get to see the great halftime show that we had, but some of our boys were helping out, some of our varsity players, and they were helping to dry the floor with some towels, and it looked like it was a great show if you were here, in my opinion.
And I mean, like I said earlier, I think it has been raining all day
long. It has,
long.
Dallas.
And people are coming in and out, and it's just kind of not possible to not come in with wet feet. I mean, and it's not that people are walking around on the court with wet feet,
right? But you've got the boys
the
coming in
areas,
and out, and they're coming into the game, getting the wet on their shoes. It's just tricky. So we got a little break here. They're kind of deliberating.
We're glad number 0 for Valiant Cross is okay.
Yes, had a great sense of humor about it.
Glad that he got up with a little giggle.
Yes, and he got up quick, too. So that's good. All right, and that we are actually going to call the game because of the dangerous conditions. So
and we want to ensure you, it's not because it's like insanely dangerous. There are just several.
They just don't want the boys to slip.
And it's like every time they dry up a slick spot, another one reappears.
Right.
And
so it's not dangerous, but we just want the boys to be
and obviously
safe
if you're watching the live stream, you can kind of see everybody slip and slide.
Right.
And it's not that everybody's falling down, but one bad fall like number 0 just had, and
it could turn
into something bad. And
right.
It might not be something.
So we're just going to take it safe and
that's funny.
Call both games. So, but have a good night, everybody.
Thank you all for joining us. And I don't know if they'll count this as a win for Valiant Cross, but in our book, the final score is 25-14.
So good job.
Thank you all for joining us.